Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Mike Brenner coming to you with the Brenner Blast. Here we go, guys. It's Tuesday, January 16th, the 17th. Hell, I'm telling you, this month is just flying by. Extended weekend, a lot of action. We're coming off a winning night in the video picks. We were 2-1, 2-0 in college basketball. The one that bit us in the ass was NBA. All right, making no excuses, though. It is what it is. I had Houston in that third quarter. They did not cover. They didn't cover the game. It caused our private picks to go south as well. But we bounce back. We stay strong. Again, our glass is half full, so we're going to take the 2 out of 3 and say, you know what, we're grateful for that. We came out on top. Let's keep it going. We've got an NHL pick tonight. We've got 2 college basketball picks, and I'm giving out 2 NBA picks. So 5 picks total. We're going to be gauging those down. But as we continue to build this brand slowly, we're in Texas doing some traveling right now. Snow is falling in Texas. Got one hell of a storm coming. So it's interesting. I love it, and I'm ready to get it on today, guys, because when my back's against the wall, I love it. And for the haters out there, it's okay. Frustration. But remember one thing. Misery in life is optional, by God. Don't put yourself through it so bad. But if you need to, throw it on my shoulders, by God. Brenner can take it. Swear to God I can. All right, guys, let's talk about it. Let's just get right into hockey. We haven't had a hockey pick in a while. Again, we were 2-1 yesterday in the video picks. We're going to get it done today. I feel like we're going to get a little surge cruising. San Jose is playing at Arizona. That's right, Sharks versus Coyotes. 23-13-4 on the year are the Sharks going up against Arizona, 10-28-5. Just a bad team. This team is bad. They've lost 3 straight home games. They've got no advantage on the home ice. They haven't had that in a long time. They're really, really weak on their power play, both defensively and offensively. The Sharks, I'm telling you, they've posted points in 5 of the 6 games in 2018. So they got the new year off to a right start. They've won 4 of 5 versus Arizona anyway, so they kind of own this team. Pulling that trigger, baby, with the San Jose Sharks on the money line, -125. Let's talk about some college basketball. We've got Cincinnati going to play at UCF. That's right, the Bearcats, number 12 in the country. This is a team not only road tested, but just toughness and schedule. All right, they're faster and they're longer than UCF. UCF had a lot of extra energy that was flowing after the football team did an amazing job this year. Still felt slighted by not making the playoffs, but I think that's all wore off. Shit's getting real at UCF for basketball. 12-5. They got a great defense, but let's not forget they're ranked number 335th in the country offensively, for crying out loud. You're not going to get it done trying to keep up with Cincinnati. This is a game I love, and I love it on the full game. Pulling that trigger, baby, with the Cincinnati Bearcats, -7.5. That's right. UCF can't hang with them tonight, guys. I don't see it happening, and I think Cincinnati is really going to turn it on in that second half. All right, then we got another one I like. Kentucky, number 18 Kentucky. This has been an injury-riddled team. Their last time out, all right, that big win against Vanderbilt, we cashed on that one, guys. They only played 7 players. Calipari said, you know what, though? It's not a bad thing because let's remember, we got a lot of freshmen that are all high school All-American, McDonald All-American players. They love getting extra minutes. He said, not one of my players would say no to playing the entire game, the entire 40 minutes. So 3 of their players are averaging 38 minutes. They love it. I think it strengthens that team, especially this time of year, because Calipari said this is usually when we come together, if we're going to come together, when we gel offensively and the selfishness is out the window. So now you got some injuries. Ooh, I like it. South Carolina, man, Frank Martin, this is the same squad that made it to the Final Four last year. What the hell happened overnight? 11-6 on the year. They lost by 16 to Kentucky last year. They got pounded. I'm telling you guys, I think that they're going to be out of their league because Kentucky's going to pick it up, especially in the second half. Pulling that trigger, baby, on the Wildcats for the full game, -1.5. Kentucky on the road. Let's have them. They've cashed 3 out of the last 4 for us, so why not do it again? All right, guys, NBA. Let's talk about some NBA action. Denver is playing against Dallas. This is really 2 bad teams right now. Dallas, they're pretty banged up. You can't make a lot of excuses, but by God, it's like a revolving door. They're injury reserve list. Now you got J.J. Barrera, who's out. Denver, they just can't figure it out consistently. And Mike Malone, the coach, who I love that coach, he said, we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. We're going to figure this out. All right, well, this team's got to do it at home. And I think being in the Mile High tonight is going to bode very well. And Denver tonight, the advantage. Pull pulling that trigger, baby, on the first quarter, -2. They're frustrated. They're pissed off. They're healthier than Dallas, and by God, I just think they're a little bit better than Dallas. Denver gets it done. I think Dallas is going to be a little bit tired up there in that mile high up there. You know, I'm telling you, that altitude takes a lot out of a lot of players, and especially those old players like Nowitzki. All right, I like it. Again, pulling that trigger, baby. Denver Nuggets on the first quarter, -2. And then we're going to go right over, and I love this one, boy. Let's roll. Let's talk about Portland at home against the Suns. All right, this could be just the medicine, just the remedy that Portland needs. Hell, anybody needs it. Phoenix coming to town. There's only three consistent things in Phoenix. Losing, the good play of Tyson Chandler, and the good play of Devin Booker when he's healthy. All right, but Chandler's getting older. That guy can't do it night in and night out. I really can't. They're a banged-up team. They got pounded against this team. Let's not forget Portland. Opening day of the season, beat them by damn near. They beat them like 48 points, 124-76 for crying out loud. That's right. And then they faced them again and pounded them twice. So Portland has this team's number. Again, Tyson Chandler's the only consistent thing. Booker, he is, but you need more than that. You need a bench. You need a deep bench. They don't have it. I think McCollum steps up, and Lillard, D. Lillard's got to get out of that funk. All right, he's 5 for 23 the last 4 games from three-point land, so he needs to get out of that funk. We're pulling the trigger, baby, with the Portland Trailblazers on the first half, -6. I like that play. I think that's going to be a sharp call. And then there's another game. We don't have a call on it, but I want to talk about it. All right, Boston is at home against the Pelicans. Now, the Pelicans, all right, coming off of that big win at New York, all right, they were down by 19 in the third quarter, and Anthony Davis just took that game over. He ended up putting up like 48 points, but they won in overtime over the Knicks. Did it take too much out of them? Are they tired? Are these guys going to have anything left against a Boston team? All right, they say Al Horford's questionable. I got news for him. He's been questionable his whole career, and I'm not talking about injury-wise. He doesn't, I don't think that guy helps that team. Imagine this, one of them big men from New Orleans, whether it was Davis or Cousins, if one of them jumped in and joined Boston with that young roster they got with Tatum, and also, but then you look at Hayward coming back, Kyrie Irving, this team could be really dangerous, and that could spell Eastern Conference dominance, because the Cleveland Cavaliers ain't the ones. Toronto, they're Toronto. They damn sure ain't the ones. That team is bad. They can prove it. All right. So in the next year or two, look over. I'm telling you, look out. Boston's going to take over the East. So let's go ahead and review the picks again. All right. In hockey, we're rolling with San Jose Sharks tonight on the money line at Arizona -125. All right. And in college basketball, Cincinnati Bearcats, baby, on the full game, -7.5. Then we got Kentucky. We're going with the Wildcats on the road against South Carolina, facing Frank Martin's team that's trying to figure shit out. We're going to pull that trigger, baby, with Kentucky on the full game, -1.5. And then NBA, 2 spots. We got 5 picks total tonight, but the last 2 are NBA. Taking Portland Trailblazers. Somebody going to pay for that shit, and it's going to happen on the first half, -6. And wrapping it up with Denver. There's a pissed off team going to take advantage of the home court advantage, and being in the mile high, that altitude's going to eat up Dallas. First quarter is -2. All right, guys, most importantly, YouTube viewers, thank you all so much for tuning into the channel, for subscribing to the channel, and for hitting that like button. Do me a favor, share this video today, hit that like button again, and subscribe if you haven't. Tell a friend about the Brenner Blast. We're just trying to pay it forward as we try to beat those bookies. That's what we want to do. We want to stay on top of that bookie. We do it with a lot of passion, a lot of emotion, a lot of momentum. Good or bad, we take it. So the haters out there, you don't have to watch the channel. And my dad always said, if you got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all, for crying out loud. All right, guys, we're staying positive on this team. Again, yesterday, 2-1. We're going to take that victory, and we're going to roll it into today. We got 5 picks. By God, we're overdue for a sweep. Let's get it done. And I love that guy, John Gruden, again, coaching the Raiders. Look out next year in football. Derek Carr's going to have a coach that really believes in him. So we'll see what happens. We have a lot of fun here at the Blast, but one thing we do, we take advantage of family time. We love it, and we also make sure we pay it forward by spending that quality time with our family. Family's first on this team, guys. Make no excuses in life. Stick with a plan. Get there, and remember, you're never too late for success, and I mean that. You're just not. You're not. All right, bet responsible, beat your bookie, and build that bank with Brenner. And don't forget, the Brenner Blast is coming to you, baby. Let's get a 5-game sweep tonight.